All right, 2009, number 3 with a TI. Take 3. We have the cable company that is selling cable, and they sell it for $120 per meter. And then the cost to produce it is 6 radical X dollars per meter. So that's my given information that I'm going to write out. So $120 per meter, that's to sell it, and then 6 radical X is to produce it. If I want to find the profit of a 25 meter cable, what I want to do for part A, I want to find how much we are going to sell it for. So $120 times the 25 meters, the length, total of $3,000 that it will cost to sell the cable. Now this integral, if I integrate the rate that it costs to produce it, I'm going to get the total cost in producing the cable. So to find the profit, it's just the difference of the two. So the answer to part A, $2,500. If we're looking at part B, using correct units, explain the meaning of this integral. So what you want to think about, if I'm integrating, this is part B, integrating from 25 to 30, 6 radical x dx. What that is going to give me, when you integrate something, you get upper limit minus lower limit. So this is the difference in cost of producing a 30 meter cable compared to a 25 meter cable. So hopefully that makes sense. Because you're going to do upper limit minus lower limit, you're looking at the difference in cost of producing cable of those different lengths. So that's part B right there. Part C, write an expression involving an integral that represents the profit on the sale of a cable that's K meters long. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of using part A as my guide on this. So for part C, what I'm looking at is I'm really focused on, to find the profit, I'm going to do $120 times whatever length the cable is, and I'm subtracting the amount of money that it costs to produce the cable. And that's the integral from 0 to K, whatever that length is, of 6 radical x dx. So that's your answer to part C. Finally, we're going to find the max profit that Mighty can earn on the sale of a cable. We're going to justify it. So here we go. The profit is a max when P prime is 0 or D&E and has a sign change plus to minus. So I've got my justification out of the way. If I look at C, C is my formula for profit. If I want that derivative, the derivative of profit is 120 minus the derivative of integral cancel, 6 radical x. When does my derivative equal 0 or D&E? So set it equal to 0, I solve, and I get when x is 400. I set that up. I set up my number line, and I do have a sign change plus to minus. So this is awesome. So my max will be at 400, but we want to find the max profit. So we actually need to complete this. We need to find the profit of a cable that's 400 meters in length. So I do 120 times 400 minus the integral of 0 to 400 of 6 radical x. I get that, and therefore my max profit is $16,000, and you're all set.